How you doing there, guys? Welcome to the very first episode of the Tabsfolders show. So we're doing a little something different and unique, and so this is going to be the first time that we're coming to you live with the founder of Tabsfolders. Let me go ahead and bring him on. Say hello, Camille.
Hello. Excuse me. Hello, fans of Tabsfolders. Right away, I'll apologize. I have a small cough from a cold, so I may need a breather once in a while in this broadcast.
Do you have like a little bit of water or a little something more? There you go. Perfect. That'll help you out. Yeah. All right, guys. So let's give you a quick background and brief intro on Tabsfolders. So a lot of you may know, and some of you that don't, I might as well give you a heads up. The Tabsfolders is start off as a Chrome extension where you can save and sync the links that normally you would save like in like Chrome or an Edge. And now you would be able to, like, let's say, share those links with other people. It was basically a Chrome or a bookmark manager, right? Using the Chrome extension, and then you can log into the dashboard and you can manage it more thoroughly when you're on the back dashboard of your, your Tabsfolders account. That being said, that's just starting off very basic. That's a very brief overview. Camille, why don't you go ahead and take over and tell people about maybe some of the more advanced features that they may not be aware of when it comes to Tabsfolders.
Yeah, so Tabsfolders, the main focus or goal of the extension is to really make you more productive on the web. And that means, when you're opening up a lot of bookmarks and you want to save them and organize them, Tabsfolders makes that really easy with 2 panes of folders and files. So you can select 100 bookmarks, 200 bookmarks, or like 5 windows that you have open in Chrome, and just shift-click, select the 5 windows, drag them, drop them into a folder. So when you're doing a lot of research online, or if you want to stay organized, Tabsfolders makes that a lot easier than traditional browser bookmark manager systems.
So I'm going to ask, what made you feel like there was a need to build a tool like this compared to what you saw already, being provided by the major players like Google, like Microsoft?
Well, the main issue with Google was when you were actively doing research on a project or 2 projects, let's say, in a week, maybe even 5. Anyway, you get 10, 20, 30 windows with a couple of 100 tabs. Immediately, that slows down your browser and your computer tremendously. It basically becomes unusable.
True.
And there was no way around this, basically. The more tabs you open, the slower your computer got. So I was looking for a solution where I could save those tabs to bookmarks that I could later reference and reopen. Let's say I'm working today on project 1, but then 2 hours later, I have to switch to project 2 because whatever, there's a need, there's a deadline or something. So with Tabsfolders, I could just close all the tabs and open windows I have for project 1 with maybe 2 or 3 clicks, and then open the tabs for project 2. And what this helps you with is that it right away reminds you of what you were working on in project 2, what you have to do, etc. And if you can do it, if you can do that in a couple of seconds, or 10, 15 seconds for Chrome to load those tabs, it's a lot easier to manage than having both projects open at the same time, because to save those tabs, you'd have to, click save this window, etc., etc. So we've just wanted to optimize how you work with a browser, and also kept on adding new features, like, for example, automatic snooze. So now when you have even 30, 40 tabs open for one project, Tabsfolders automatically snoozes the ones that you're not using to reduce the amount of memory you open. And then when you click on any of those snooze tabs, it automatically reloads it into memory for you to use. Also, some other features is sharing with teammates. Let's say you're working on a project and you want to share the research results. So you have 5 windows. Let's use something like a vacation you're going on. And in one window, you have hotels. In another window, you have destinations. And in a third window, you have attractions, like aquariums or things to do. So right now, those are sorted right away by you in 3 windows, 3 separate topics. And if you want to share that with your team members with the traditional browser bookmark management tools, it was very difficult. With Tabsfolders, you just right-click on a folder, click the share option, and you get a link that you can send to your friends with email on Facebook or on Twitter. And they just open the one link, and right away they have an organized list of the research that you did. And they don't have to spend the time, redoing or clicking on 15 links in an email separately to open the things that you researched.
Which I figure helps out with like research. It helps out with maybe businesses that work out in a certain department. And then having that folder structure. I mean, people don't really use things like Dropbox and Google Drive to say, here's a collection of links, right? Normally they associate file sharing with that. But it just makes sense that because there is no automatic sharing tool inside, Edge, inside Chrome. And let's say you have that folder that you want to share 20 links because it's, it's pertaining to this job or it's pertaining to this research project. It just makes sense to say, here, let me smooth things out in terms of, let me deliver to you all these links at once because I saved it all in one folder or one project, say. That being said, go ahead.
I was going to say yes, and even more that if you share that folder, like in a business sense, let's say you're onboarding employees, that you have an onboarding folder. Well, once you create that folder, any new employee, you just share the one link. But also, whenever you want to update that share, you just change the couple of links that you need updated, and automatically not only do all the old employees who are onboarded get the updates, but also new employees will automatically, you don't have to change any sharing links, you just share the same link, and right away they have the latest information about your company and how the onboarding process should work.
Which makes sense. You can, for business reasons, or even let's say for agency reasons, you can stream that onboarding process. It just makes sense. It saves time, and it's just much more organized, essentially. Exactly. Okay, so that being said, I know a lot of people who have purchased it before in the past. Let's talk about some of the updates that have happened to the platform, let's say since its launch, or people might be familiar with it, like let's say like in 2019.
So there have, I have to think back on all the features that we added, but we definitely added snoozing. We added session management. So not only session management, but session backup. So if you have 2 different computers, 3, 4, 5, Tabsfolders automatically stores the session. So all the open tabs from that computer in a specific folder. And let's say if you switch to another computer and want to open that session, just right click and say open all folders. Session management, again, between different devices, and we give you control of the session because we show you which device has what tabs open. So sometimes you don't want to have the same session on all your devices. Tabsfolders gives you a little more control with that. Plus, with the backup process of how often those sessions are stored, updated, etc. We further added the snoozing functionality. We improved the search and sorting in the UI. So now you can sort by the order of the tabs that are in your Chrome browser, but you can also sort by date, time, etc. So if you're looking for something that you saved in the past day or 2, you just sort by the most recent date, and you can see all the most recent files and folders bookmarks and folders that you saved. And there are several other updates that I can't think of at the moment. as in, bookmark importing. So a lot of features we've added over the past 2 years to the tool. So it's constantly growing and improving. And coming up, we're also working on a very major redesign of the UI with notes, tags, and team folder sharing. That's coming up in Q1 of 2022. We call it Tabsfolders 2.0. And it's a major update to the system, plus a lot of the requests that users have been asking about are included in the feature set. So we're really looking forward to Q1 of 2022 to release Tabsfolders 2.0.
Perfect. And regarding 2.0, we have something that we'll be sharing, like a little graphic running around too, so be on the lookout for that as well, guys. You'll see 2 links that we have down below. Number 1 is going to be our Facebook group page. You'll see that at the bottom, so that's what's running along the ticker tape. So if you're on your mobile phones, guys, take a screenshot so that way you could join our Facebook group later. And then the Shoreway link is basically our Linktree menu of all of the relevant Tabsfolders links. Everything from our current sales campaign to the community to joining this live stream. I put that out there to those of you who might be watching, because let's say maybe you have a license and you maybe want to try out our teammates feature. Well, so, and thanks to Camille for making this happen, we have a few giveaways for those of you who want to join us on live, on our live stream today. So for those of you who join us on camera and you want to ask some questions to myself or Camille, you'll go ahead and jump on the live stream once we're done. Just reach out to us in Facebook chat, and we'll give you some add-on codes. And those add-on codes are specifically meant to give you additional teammates, 2 teammates specifically to add on to your existing license. So for those of you who are watching, thank you for joining us, and feel free to jump on the join us on the live stream as well. And okay, so that being said, yes, Mr. John or Mrs. John Doe, yes, each code, well, Camille, I'll let you go ahead and answer that.
Yes, so each code gives you 10 installs. It's browser, and in 2022 mobile devices, each browser counts as an install. And for one user, I think that's quite enough right now, but we're also taking feedback that if users do use a lot more devices, we'll be looking at that number in the future. Bookmarks are unlimited with Tabsfolders 2.0. Previously, as you were mentioning, Bruce, regarding comparison, in 2019, Tabsfolders had limits on the bookmarks we could handle. Now, basically, it's unlimited bookmarks, and that's what Tabsfolders 2.0 will include, as well as the 10 browsers / more if we deem it necessary in the future.
I was going to say, who would use that many browsers? I mean, I could see maybe you have 2 or 3 browsers per computer, right? Maybe four. So I guess that would be maybe 8, 8 Chrome extension installs, and then maybe a mobile app. So there you go. Oh, okay, I guess I could see 10. That's 9 right there if you push it. If you use a tablet,
if you
10.
push it, I guess if you have 2 or 3 browsers on one computer, maybe if you have 2 computers, your work computer and your home computer, and you want to keep all the links synchronized between all these devices, plus in the future on mobile devices, I guess you could reach 10. So like I said, we will be looking at that number in the future. Right now, we honestly haven't had users hit that number, and request more browsers at this point.
So while we're talking about browsers, let's talk about the browsers that Tabsfolders currently is compatible with and that supports.
So right now we support Chromium browsers, which is Chrome, obviously, Brave, Microsoft Edge, Opera, to name a few. But we also work on, for example, on Android. There's a Kiwi browser that you can install. It installs Chrome extensions, so you can install Tabsfolders on Kiwi on mobile. You can also access Tabsfolders our web interface, which allows you to search and kind of open bookmarks on any browser and any device. You just go onto the Tabsfolders website and click the Access Bookmarks button at the top right. Plus, we also have for mobile devices currently a bookmarklet. So you install the bookmarklet in your browser, like mobile browser, like Safari, Chrome, whatever browser. They all work with bookmarklets. And whatever page you're on, you just click the bookmarklet, and that saves that bookmark into your Tabsfolders collection under mobile browser bookmarks.
Hopefully, while I know you can access that, from the web, I look forward to the mobile application when that comes out.
Yes.
Just putting that out there.
We're definitely working on that, and that looks like Q2 of 2022 for the mobile app, full mobile app, where you can edit, add tags, notes, folders, bookmarks, etc. You can do the full thing that you can do on the desktop.
Perfect. Okay, moving on. Let's go ahead and thank you very much. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want us to go ahead and give you a shout out, because I don't know who gave us that message, please approve StreamYard, your Facebook permissions at streamyard.com/Facebook. That way we could give you a shout out, such as one of my friends, Mr. Armstrong. Thank you very much. Bruce Craft always has great shows. I always watched him and love the Next Weave show. Thank you. I love Next Weave. Hi, Ender, if you're still up and watching. I guess I need to buy Tabsfolders then. Yeah, pretty much. You know me and my flair of what I like to do with products, Mr. Armstrong, and those of you who know me in the software launch space or the software development space, the features that I like, the platforms that I'll specifically choose from where Beck Computers will work with, and how we work with them over time. You know how I like to make it robust. You know how I like to make it feature-rich, brandable. You know how I like to make it work with teams and work with clients. So think of applying that type of same philosophy, PJ, to Tabsfolders, right? That positions, both short-term and long-term success for Tabsfolders. So if you could think of what we did for Nimbus, if you could think of what we did for NextWeave, if you could think of what we did for Plug and Paid, look at how robust those platforms are. We're planning on doing the same thing with Tabsfolders too. So good things are in store. Stick around.
Thank you, and thank you for your support, Mr. Armstrong. Definitely, every purchase helps us get to Tabsfolders 2.0 faster and add more features to it.
So before I move on, and you mentioned Tabsfolders 2.0, just a personal question or opinion. What are you looking forward to in order to, or what are you looking forward to for Tabsfolders 2.0?
I think for me, the team folder sharing is the key feature. Not only is it, let's say, it's complex, so it was interesting to design it, and the development team is currently working on. So really glad to be interfacing with them. But it also allows for a lot more things that you can do with Tabsfolders, in that, when you move to an organization, you have kind of security that you want people to access some things, not others, and to work live on a team. I mean, we had an example of a team of writers for a comedy show that were looking for exactly this solution, because in the morning they go out and they do research on the web for any kind of funny articles, and each writer goes out in their specific field or what they specialize in and looks for research on that. Then they gather that research into one place and share it. And they currently do it manually in a meeting, but they said, if we could do this online, that each writer kind of just adds to their folder and we all have access to this in real time, that it would optimize their workflow a lot better, because they could come up with the ideas during the middle of the day, instead of having to wait till the end of the day for the meeting to review everything.
Right. While you were talking, John, one of our community members, just joined us. John, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I'll bring you up on camera. All right, cool. We'll bring you on. Thank you very much for joining us. Hey, John.
Hi, hello. How are you?
Doing good, my friend. It's been a little bit since we haven't seen you in well, I haven't seen you in a few weeks or on camera. So thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, nice
Great to
see
meet you, John.
Thank you for having me. Hello, both of you.
Hello,
Cool.
hello.
So, questions, thoughts. Do you have tab folders? What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I am currently using tab extend, and I am seeing some limitations. For example, the way tab extend works only allows you to have like a limited number of squares to segregate information, and I'd like to have some more flexibility. So it'll be nice if we can have this with this one.
Yes, so we're definitely, we took the kind of file management interface. It's been around for 30, 40 years now since, the Mac came out and had this type of interface. But it is the most efficient to really handle large amounts of data. So initially with a lot of other tools, when you have, 10, 15, maybe even 50 bookmarks, it's not a big deal. But once you start getting into 5,000 bookmarks, it becomes a lot harder to manage with the other tools, and that's why Tabsfolders has the kind of folder and tree structure. And also in Tabsfolders 2.0, we plan to improve that by adding aliases. Excuse me. So with aliases and tags, you'll be able to have the kind of tree structure in a folder, but then also add specific tags. So if you have 2 clients or you're a freelancer and you have, let's say, a list of 10 clients, and in each of those folders you have let's say a pricing, like a contract that you send to those clients. So you have the contract, but say you want to just filter all the contracts by tag. So or you want to search for contracts with a specific title. So you'd use the search for title and then add the tag contracts, right? So it just allows you for a much greater organization and kind of faster access to your information, which when you then move on to a team of 5, 10, 50 people, gets even more useful, becomes even more useful.
Awesome. Sounds really exciting. I can't wait to try it out.
Are you a customer now, John?
I'm not yet, no.
Well, we'll have to change that. And then once you get your code, let us know so that way we can give you your additional teammates for the add-on codes. We're providing you add-on codes to all members who come on camera. So just ping us on the Facebook page, and the add-on code adds on to your official purchase, your AppSumo purchase.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much.
Perfect. John, good seeing you. Thank you for coming on, and we'll talk to you maybe next week. We're doing this next week too.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cool.
Thank you, John. Bye.
That was awesome. I like John. I haven't seen him in a few months. Okay, next comment that came in. Looks good. Awesome. Thank you. Camille, I have to say I like the background design that you chose also.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Yours is very busy but professional. You're
trying.
Yeah.
That's like my standard one that I go with, right? People have been just so used to that for the longest time.
But it looks great. It looks like you're controlling a whole TV station from back there.
That's kind of the idea, right? Well, a lot of you guys know we work with a lot of brands, so yeah. Okay, Jorge says it looks good. What would be the difference with tab extend? That's a good question.
So kind of as we mentioned, I believe tab extend has more of the kind of Kanban interface versus we use the regular file and folder interface that everybody is used to. So Kanban is kind of cool when you have let's say you want to change the status of an item, that it's easy to move it from start, middle, end in a kind of Kanban view. but it becomes limited when you start getting larger numbers of data. So having a Kanban list of 10,000 bookmarks isn't really effective. Versus in Tabsfolders, they're in folders, so they're all kind of organized and sorted for you, and you can really focus on what you're looking for. So that's the main focus and kind of ideological difference.
Which makes sense. Plus, I don't think Tab Extend is going to go forward with a lot of the features that we have planned out for 2.0. So I'll just put that out there. I don't want to say what it is, because if they're tuning in, they're going to try to take a lot of that roadmap. But Jorge, you'll be on the list.
It's okay. I mean, I think every product and every team has their own vision, and I think just like Apple says, you really got to execute on your own vision, because no one will have the same thing. And so we will be looking for customers who like our vision, where our vision matches their vision, and then there's a fit for kind of for the product.
There you go. Jorge, thank you very much for chiming in. There he says, nice, I'm buying it. Awesome, glad to hear that.
Glad to hear it. Thank you, Jorge.
By the way, guys, we should probably talk about the buying aspects of the plan and campaign. So let's talk about that briefly. I should probably also bring up the link. So let me go ahead and bring up the link. There it is, guys. Let's talk about the campaign in 2.0. How is the structure of 2.0, let's say people who might be interested, going to be different from what it was before with the 1.0?
So with 1.0, it was we were really focusing at that point on kind of the amount of bookmarks, that it was more targeted towards the individual user. And so I think it was around 5 or 10,000 bookmarks. That was the deal in the 1.0. In 2.0, we're basically making bookmarks unlimited, so it's no longer an issue, but we're expanding the feature set. So in 2.0, you have guests, teammates, workspaces, etc. So we've come up with, first of all, we've lowered the price for a limited time, but we also have a larger number of codes depending on what your needs will be. That if you have a team, with 10 members in your organization, you can actually buy 6 Tabsfolders codes, and you have Tabsfolders for all your members of your organization right there. Or if you have guests, for example, you're a freelancer and you have 10 clients, well, you can buy 4 codes for Tabsfolders, and each of those clients can have Tabsfolders installed and access to the folders you share with them. So there's a lot more features that are listed. So there's, if you go on the AppSumo page, there's a link to a Dropbox kind of spreadsheet outlining all the features. But if you have any questions, kind of ask us anytime. We'll definitely help to explain kind of how many codes you need to accomplish what you're looking to accomplish.
Well, I'll put this out there. For those of you who know me and know when I get involved in a campaign, take a look at the options. If you ever take a look at the AppSumo page and look at the bottom of the box when you purchase, and notice the perks that you get when you start stacking your codes, and you'll see why we were so aggressive with the pricing. So I just want to put that out there. Do we want to talk about that? Is that something you're comfortable with, sir?
Well, sure. Go ahead.
All right. So if we stack 2 additional codes on top of your first code, right? So let's say you stack 3. And by the way, before I start saying anything, each code is $19. We're making it super aggressive so everyone doesn't have an excuse not to try it. But if you get 3 codes, you'll have CNAME, and then you'll have SMTP. So that way, if you want to, you can start sending out email invites to other teammates from your own email service. So keep that in mind. So let's say you need to start inviting it to to your customers, it'll come from your own domain, whether it's Office 365 or whether it's G Suite. That's totally up to you to pick. You'll also have teammates, additional storage, and workspaces. That comes on code 3. And then finally, if you get 4 codes, if you in total getting 5, you'll have white label. And then the last one is if you stack 10 codes all together, you get unlimited guests. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. If you want something more in depth, I'll work on getting you like a complete breakdown of that, and then we'll have Camille share that inside the Facebook groups. Okay, let's see, Jorge. If you have any questions, give me the thumbs up. We'll have you come on camera. Perfect. And this goes out to all of you too. If you want to come on camera and ask us some questions about today's live stream, about Tabfolders 2.0, about any of the questions regarding the new upcoming stacking options and the new features, please feel free to jump on, and you'll see the code is, I'll put it back on screen here for you guys. Give me 1 sec. You'll see it here on the Shorby link, so feel free to take a look at the Shorby link, and then you can join us on camera live. All right, Jorge, let me have you come on camera.
How are you, my friend?
How you doing there, sir? It's been a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
It's been a while. Talk to me. Yeah, tell us about yourself and how you're using Tabfolders, or if you plan on using it. Give us your thoughts, my friend.
Well, I just bought it. Watching your program, your live.
Excellent.
Just redeem the code right now.
Thank you for your support, Jorge.
Hi,
so,
Camille. Nice to meet
so
you.
to ask, what is it specifically about today that helped your decision in buying a code?
Well, basically, I bought Tab. The other one is Tab Extend. Okay. But hearing what you are telling about the difference, I decided to go with this one.
Glad to hear that.
So many tabs, open at the same time, and basically that is, exactly the reason, to save all in once, and to be able to change the project and all the stuff.
Glad to hear the the features will be useful to you.
Yeah, of course. Nice.
Anything that you're looking forward to in the future, sir?
No, well, I'm going to start using it, and then I can give you my feedback, and recommendation and stuff like that.
Please,
Perfect.
please. Matter of fact, and we're listing this out there for everyone. If you come back on future shows, we'll give you additional add-on codes, and the add-on codes will give you additional teammates onto your accounts. So that way, if you have an existing code, you'll have 2 additional teammates every time you come on camera. So we'd love to hear what your feedback is after you've had a chance to try it for a week or 2. Please feel free to also drop it inside the Facebook page, or come on camera and let us know what you think.
Of course, perfect. Great idea. I'll do it.
Perfect. Looking forward to you. Go ahead.
And also, I was going to say that at any time while you're using Tabsfolders, there's a little chat widget on the bottom right. Drop us a line. It's 1 click and send a chat. If you have any questions, we're here to help you out at any time.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Carmen.
Jorge, please comment in your on the Facebook page and chat, so that way we can give you your teammate codes, your add-on codes.
Thank you. Okay, bye, guys.
Good seeing you.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
All right, guys. So again, if you want to join us, you'll see the Shorby page down there. You'll see the, it's going to have the Linktree menu, and you'll be able to click on the link that will take you to today's live stream. And every live stream that we're going to have for the foreseeable future, we're going to be doing it Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, so 12 Eastern. And then 12 p.m. Eastern. And on top of that, we'll be doing these teammate giveaways, which are add-on codes to your existing AppSumo purchases for the foreseeable future. We want to hear your feedback. We want to see your excitement. And we want to know just honestly what you think. And whether it be positive or negative, give us that constructive criticism or give us that positive reinforcement, please. That's what we're asking for. Yeah. All right.
Because any feedback, I was going to say, helps us develop the product and improve it positive, or if there's things you want added or changed, or if something isn't working for you. All that feedback is extremely valuable to us to continue to develop the product and improve Tabsfolders to be the best bookmark and knowledge management tool on the market.
Yes, please. On that note, let me see who else we have. Rainer, thank you for joining us. He says he can't go live, but that's okay. Let's see who else. So yes, going back to what I was saying regarding the AppSumo sale. So for those of you who understand how myself and Beck Computers like to get involved when we're working with other companies, think about white label, think about unlimited guests, think about teammates, storage, workspaces. All of that is coming into Tabfolders, and this is basically us getting your feedback about what you like, what you don't like, and pushing the aggressive sale. The aggressive sales is going on now for a limited time. I'm not exactly sure when we're planning on ending it, but at $19, that's kind of a steal and a no-brainer at the same time. Someone said, and I got to put this up on the screen, we'll get 5 codes in the Black Friday sale. Well, Umar, you're in luck because that sale started a few days ago. So it's an early Black Friday sale that we're having all throughout the month of November for at least, that I know for sure. But there you go. I would not hesitate. That sale at $19, I wouldn't also wait until then, because you're going to be just so overwhelmed and slammed with other things coming up in your face. You'll have shiny object syndrome. Oh, hey, there's a new product, right? My recommendation is, while you have the cash, pick it up now. There you go. Umar, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Umar.
JR says this is more like Raindrop. Yes, but with a few things like branding is coming, separate workspaces is coming, notes is coming, and you'll be able to apply notes inside certain folders. Let's say if you onboard an employee to a certain department, and inside that folder you may have a specific note. Little things like of that nature, right? Things to help out with productivity, or things to help out with clients. So yes, like Raindrop in terms of the most basics of sharing and saving links to websites, but Tabfolders is much more than that, and we're trying to relay that to you guys, and let us know what you think about the roadmap too.
Exactly, because we're definitely working on new features, and like I said, Tabsfolders 2.0 is already planned and being implemented, but we're working on exciting AI features for the tool that at this point we can't discuss the details, but in the beginning of 2022 we will be kind of adding that to the roadmap when it's almost kind of complete, because this is a very cool feature that I think will be excuse me, will save everybody a lot of work in that Tabsfolders will be helping you out with AI. So,
and on that note, I'm going to share with you guys the screen real quick. There we are. Go ahead and remove the comment. So here you go. Stacking gets you additional benefits. Guests, workspaces, CNAME, white label. Oh, your customer will also have a customer portal as well. In other words, they'll be able to log in to your branded login page. I forgot to mention that earlier. And we have that listed right down here inside the box. I know that's really important to us lifetime deal customers. We want that in writing. So there you go. There it is in writing. The dates may change a little bit, but the features are not. So there you go. Hope that helps out. And you can see here, we're going really aggressive with the pricing during the holiday season, $19 a code. So I hope that helps you guys out with the specifics of what you might be looking for the short-term foreseeable future, as well as features that you'll be getting in the medium-term stages as well. Here we go.
Sounds great, Bruce. Sounds great. So definitely looking forward to any questions, comments from users after the live stream. You can post them on our Facebook group, or, well, the best would be if you download Tabsfolders and just pop that little messenger icon to send us a question or comment, etc. Again, the pricing table, if it's a little bit daunting, again, ask questions for an explanation so that we can, tailor or let you know exactly what you need to get the job done for your team and company.
Perfect. We'll cover this more next week, but I want to give people a quick preview of the Tabsfolders roadmap. So, guys, if you want to, on your phones, take a screenshot of that, and then I'll go ahead and share it on stage here in just a second. Here we go. Perfect. All right, so let me go ahead and put this up on screen. Here we are. Actually, that covers it pretty well. Okay, so here you can see a lot of the features that we've done in the past year. Session history expansion, save to folder, tab discarding, session management, real tab order sync, real-time sync.
And actually, bookmark deduplication was a much requested feature. I forgot about that one. You might, when you have a lot of windows open, you might have Facebook in, let's say, 5 different tabs. So you can just save the session, click bookmark deduplicate, and Tabsfolders will automatically just leave one Facebook page from the 5 that you have open in the various windows that you forgot about. So that is a very useful time-saving feature for our users. Not only for the session, but also users want to save or remove trash, let's say, so that if you save the same bookmark a few times, you can use bookmark deduplication to just clean up your whole collection.
I know that was a little bit of a problem point for some people. So I know they really appreciated the fact that you're no longer having links that are duplicated often and everywhere. Real quick, we had Junior, Mr. Gonzalez. Can I open and close all bookmarks in a specific folder?
Yes, you can. You can actually open and close multiple folders at the same time, which we kind of call a session, let's say. But you can have a whole work session with organized folders, subfolders. You right-click on it, and there's 2 options: open this folder or open all folders. The all folders will open the main folder and all of its subfolders. Whereas just open this folder will open all the bookmarks that are in that folder. But yeah, multiple, you can open 200 bookmarks and 30 windows at the same time, or right with 2 clicks.
Perfect. Gonzalez, I hope that answers your question, and I look forward to seeing you on one of our upcoming live streams too. We're coming short on time, guys, but I look forward to seeing you guys on one of these upcoming weeks, including you too, Junior. But that being said, guys, there's the Tabsfolders link. So make sure that that Tabsfolders link, if you want to be familiar with the roadmap, we'll cover that more in depth in future weeks as well. So take a screenshot if you want to see parts of our roadmap. Don't forget the AppSumo link right there. That is for people who haven't purchased, or if you want to stack multiple times to get access to the additional features that are coming out, and at the crazy low price of $19. I know Camille was kind of blown away when I had suggested that, but Camille, look at the buzz that we got because of that too at the same time. So people are definitely starting to resonate well with that. Perfect. We're going to build up that buzz little by little. The community seems to be responding really well to it. Thank you all for joining in on today's live stream, right? That's just more of a testament to the live stream community. You guys know I love you guys, including a testament to the work that you've done with Tabsfolders as well. So thank you for all that, and thank you for
thank you, and yeah, thanks to the community, because without them, we would have never had all these feature suggestions. Were amazing ideas from the community, and we're just working very hard to implement them as fast as we can right now.
There you go. So that being said, let's cover a few important links. So here's the website, just in case you guys want to take a look. And I'll give you guys also the updates page if you guys want to be familiar with, let's say, the Tabsfolders roadmap of, updates specifically, Tabsfolders updates. And let's say you want to follow along. We're using Looped In or Product Stash for those of you who remember that. So here is the link. So if you want to, just take a screenshot of that, and you can see how Camille and his team have been working on the back end with a lot of updates. I know that's important to a lot of us because we want to know that something's actively being worked on, right? We want to know that something's being developed, and if they're not taking the time to display or share some of the updates that they're doing, sometimes we feel like, hey, maybe there's something wrong. That's definitely not the case with Tabsfolders, and you can make sure by following the updates to the platform right there too. There's another update coming out, so just make sure that you also subscribe to the Looped In roadmap or the updates page that's listed down below. Again, take a screenshot if you're on your phone too.
And if you're on your phone, basically just the first part, roadmap.tabsfolders.com, will get you to the roadmap, and you just click updates on the menu on the right, and it'll take you to the updates page.
There you go. Last but not least, we have the YouTube channel. So for those of you who want to follow us on YouTube, and let's say you're a part of the Facebook page, just go ahead and click on that. And that way you could subscribe to us as well and be notified every time that we plan to go live, which is going to be Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern.
Yep.
Before I let everyone go, we had a few comments. Oh, Camille, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say thank you for the the roadmap and the summary there. I think it's very important that our users see in detail, if they're curious, all the work we've been doing over the past year. As the roadmap is a nice graphic, but there's a lot more underneath that of features, bug fixes, etc. That are on the updates page. So I think that gives you a lot more information as to see what we're working on and what we're doing.
And then Junior asked, an ETA for version 2.0. It's a several stage rollout based on multiple features. So I guess if you want to know when the first stage rolls out or when it's completely done rolling out, that's two different questions, right? So, Junior, do you have specifics, or do you want to know just when the first iteration? The first iteration will not have all version 2.0 features. If you want all version 2.0 features, I'm going to say what, maybe June, July, August?
Well, I mean, it depends how you look at that, because I guess on the kind of AppSumo page, for the first kind of version 2.0 really is actually scheduled for Q1 of 2022. So
right,
up till March
is first, right? That's going to be the first rollout of the first feature set of
well, it will really be like Tabsfolders 2.0, because it'll have the UI will be completely redesigned, and you'll have notes and tags and team folder sharing, which are the major features of 2.0. And then we will be adding kind of other features like workspaces, etc. And those are kind of smaller features. There are minor features, and that's why they're kind of put later for the roadmap, because the notes, tags, team folder sharing, and UI redesign are the major features that users have been asking about, and the most work, honestly, coming that comes into Tabsfolders 2.0.
You heard it from a man.
Excuse me, my throat is drying out, so
that's okay. We're wrapping it up, so we won't put your throat through any more stress. Junior, thank you very much for the question, but I hope that answers it. The first stage, like I said, the first initial part's coming out in Q1. But if you're looking for the complete overhaul of 2.0, releasing all the features, you're looking at the end of Q2. So Junior, JR, just keep that in mind too. But we're doing this with you as we're growing, as we're moving this forward every week. We're doing it with you in mind. We're trying to get your feedback, just like we've done with other campaigns before in the past. So anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. I'm gonna be like Camille. I'm gonna head out now too myself. Thank you all, and we'll see you guys all next week, same time. Have a good one, guys. Take care.